and begin where? At my sanctuary, where the religious leaders were, incidentally. So they began with the elders, where the elders who were before the temple. And some people say, Pastor Bor, are you saying that those who received the seal when Nebuchadnezzar came and destroyed the city, they were spared? And those individuals who were committing the abominations, those were destroyed? That's exactly what I'm saying, because this is the Old Testament scenario. And so you're saying, Pastor Bor, you're saying that those who worship the sun, those were destroyed, whereas those who kept God's holy Sabbath were spared? Are you saying that Jerusalem was destroyed because they didn't keep the Sabbath? Let's let the Bible tell us. Go with me to Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 27. Jeremiah 17 and verse 27. It's very, very clear. God tells us why He destroyed the city of Jerusalem through Nebuchadnezzar. And He already told us in Ezekiel chapter 9 that those who had the seal on their foreheads would not be destroyed because they were not practicing the abominations. They were not worshiping the sun. Notice Jeremiah 17 verse 27. God says, but if you will not heed me to hallow, that is to sanctify the Sabbath day, such as not carrying a burden when entering the gates of Jerusalem on the Sabbath day, what does God say He's going to do? Then I will kindle a fire in its gates, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem, and it shall not be quenched. Was Jerusalem destroyed because she was trampling upon God's holy Sabbath? Absolutely. This text needs to be studied along with the passage in Ezekiel. You see, the wine represents the counterfeit or apostate teachings of an apostate Christendom. It represents pagan practices that have come into the church. It represents doctrines that are contrary to Scripture. And unfortunately, we live in a world today, in a postmodern world, where truth doesn't matter very much anymore. People say, let's just get along. Let's just love one another. Let's not debate and talk about truth or doctrine. It doesn't make any difference. God says that it makes a difference, because He contrasts the wine with the truth of the first angel's message. In fact, do you know, folks, that the great trial at the end of time is going to be whether you accept the truth of God or whether you accept the counterfeit and the miracles that are performed by the Antichrist. Notice 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verses 9 through 12. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 9 through 12. It speaks about the coming of the Antichrist. We'll deal with this later in this series. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan, with all power, signs and lying wonders. Notice that the Antichrist is going to do marvelous works, miracles that we can't deny. And with all unrighteous deception among those who perish. Why do they perish? Why are those who follow the Antichrist, who accept miracles, going to perish? Notice. And with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive what? The love of the truth, that they might be saved.